Give me the Bengals.
Yep.
Give me the Bengals. This is the Bengals time of year, I feel.
Bucks stink.
Isn't it?
Bucks
Do the Bucks
Tom
stink?
Brady?
Yes.
Do they stink?
Yes.
Hey, run that video.
give
Run
you
that
some
video.
stats.
Run that video. Oh, yeah, you want to run the video, Tom?
Before you get those stats, Tone, I didn't know this video existed until Foxy sent it to me this morning and said, hey, we have this video.
Yeah.
This is interesting. Is
Oh,
this
yeah.
the whole thing or just the back end of it, Foxy?
Back end.
Okay, so he was asked about coaches. There was a report that coaches are learning of game plan changes during the game that Tom Brady, Bucks Wire. Tom Brady tweaks game plans. Coaches discover changes during the games, okay, which would be a wild miscommunication malpractice. Like, that would be an insane thing to happen during the games. Like, oh, we ran that play differently than we were practicing it all week. I didn't know that was going to happen. That's what coaches are saying. That's hilarious. This is what Tom Brady said whenever he was asked about that, basically.
No, I have no idea. I mean, anybody could write anything and say whatever they want. So no, yeah,
Yeah, I want to make sure that did sound right. So
yeah. I'm not going to respond to every. Next question.
So he didn't answer it.
It's weird.
He didn't answer the question.
That ain't Tom.
He didn't answer the question. He did sound perturbed. I'm not going to answer every single fucking rumor, which I can understand, by the way. I can.
I get it.
For
I
sure.
get it.
But I wish we would have asked AQ about this in the middle of this, but that seems like drama. This team here has just had – he misses training camp, and then Todd Bowles misses some. He misses some more. It's like drama. I don't understand how it's happened. I hope –
Is he a bad guy for changing it?
No. It's Tom Brady.
If he's changing,
So why would he
plays,
not say yes?
No, because it's probably being reported as like a negative, and he doesn't want to I don't know.
Maybe.
If it is happening, maybe it's something that's not really talked about much, and the coaches know, like Tom's going to come undercut. I don't know.
Makes the
I
coaches
wonder how
kind
much-
of seem pretty inept. If
Yeah,
he's
and
like-
he doesn't want to. He doesn't want to publicly do that to his team and his coaches too. If it is changed, like I don't know. What do you got? Do you think he's doing it?
Isn't it also possible that he was doing this
What's
shit
it mean?
last year and the year before, and like they were having success, and it's not a big deal, but now they're not winning games, so it's like he's coming under fire for doing it.
Like if he's changing things and everyone's not on the same page, that's a big deal. Like if other players are like, well, I thought we were doing it this way, and no one knows, but that's not the case, is it? What do we?
AJ, what's it mean? What's this mean?
If he's, will you see pop the quote up again? I want to see what the quote was saying he did. What exactly are they saying Tom does?
Change game plan.
Okay, here, tell us.
Tweak game plan, and they see the change.
Coaches discover changes during games. If he's tweaking the game plan, they're going to notice before the game because he's going to run it during
would
the week.
think.
In practice, they're going to be. I heard the report that they turn in the whole game plan comes in, and then Tom kind of changes it overnight, and they come in Thursday morning or whatever, and it has Tom's changes to it.
Yeah, the only thing I can think of, and Pat, we've talked about this with the man in the arena, is that Bill Belichick, they used to watch film until Saturday, and on
Sunday morning, day of.
Yeah, they'll come in and they'll see something on film they saw Saturday night, they'll change it on Sunday, and then use that, even if on Wednesday they were doing a completely different thing. So I could see it being that, because Tom probably carried that to Tampa.
Probably little tweaks here and there that Tom does that he has learned over the years. It could just be not a big deal at all.
Explains a lot, though.
If he's doing,
I don't know. What do you mean, Tone?
Yeah.
I'm excited to hear what you mean.
Like, I assume, like, with him and his ex, they like had plans all week to go to Applebee's, and then they're in the car and they pull into the Olive Garden parking lot, and she's like, "What the fuck are we doing here?" Okay.
I thought I was getting half price apps.
Yeah.
What are they doing in the Olive
I
Garden?
thought I was
parking
getting fucking Terramana fucking Ritas. Yeah.
But here we are at OG's, and I got to eat these fucking breadsticks again.
Man, it all makes sense.
Diggs, thanks for
It does.
putting
It
a bow
does.
on
That might be. Nobody has brought that up on maybe being the reason why they're in the predicament they're in, and we hope everybody's happy long term there. Obviously, both of them. But that thing about Bill Belichick changing shit like day of game, I don't think that's normal. Like, I think that's why the NFL world reacted the way it did whenever it was man in the arena. Like Belichick and who's the old guy used to be?
Ernie Adams.
Ernie Adams would go out during warm-ups and have eyes on a player, and I guess they would come back in and, like, pull the iPad out and be like, hey, we were thinking about doing this all week. We've been talking about this. We just got eyes on this guy. He's not looking as good as he was, last week or whatever. We're actually going to change it to this. So whenever you see this, we're going to change it. They're making those all the way up until kickoff time, I think, when most teams are not doing that, AJ. Is that right?
No, I think you're correct. Most teams will not change it right up until game time. A lot of times, I'm sure you saw this, Pat, when you're practicing on Friday would be our last, real practice. Is that Ernie Adams? Yeah. And if we had say you had a call on defense, like a blitz, or an offense had a play that they liked, but normally we talk about on defense, there's a blitz the linebackers liked. If we mess it up on Thursday, our coach will be like, you guys, if you don't get it right tomorrow, we're throwing this thing out.
Yeah.
And if we put it on film in practice in one of the 30 plays we run on Friday and we mess it up for a second time, there's no chance that's going to be in the game plan. Like, it's gone.
Throw it out.
Yep.
Yeah, they did that all the way up to the Super Bowl too. Pat, I'm not sure if you remember. I think you showed me this. Is the Julio Jones? They went out against
yes.
Atlanta. They went out and
His
watched.
foot.
Yeah, in his foot, he couldn't break one way, so they changed how they were going to cover him.
And that's day of Super Bowl.
Yeah, yeah. Let alone Week 15. Yeah.
And I would assume that whenever Tom started doing that, I assume he's always done that. But when he started doing that with these coaches that maybe didn't always do it, it was quite a. You want to change? We've literally practiced this. Yeah, well, it's not going to work. We just found out it's not going to work. So let's just do this. Like, that's easy change. Everybody just needs to, hey, listen, instead of doing this, now you're doing this on that. And there's going to be some people in there, like, okay, because that's the thing the Patriots are. Like, everybody's smart football players, right? Like, high football IQ.
Week to week.
It's not
Draft.
easy to necessarily do that everywhere, maybe. You know, AJ? Maybe that's a thing.
Yeah, when they're losing 35-7 against the Niners, I think there's more than just game plan changes Brady's making that's causing them trouble too.
You think they're throwing him under the bus right now?
A little bit.
Yeah,
Kind of feels
little
like
bit,
that.
yeah.
Yeah. Very easy to point to the guy who, and hey, I'm not going to stand up for Brady at any point, but it's easy to throw the guy who missed training camp, who's going through all the off the field stuff under the bus, who's bringing negative attention to the team. You can throw them under the bus, but, when they talk about Leonard Fournette, they're not talking about him being 300 pounds this season. It's two completely
That was a
different
big deal in camp.
Yeah.
It was.
Well, he's big body.
things. Big ball.
All right, so give me the Bengals.